Hey y'all, we're Parmalee, and we get all our country news on GotCountryOnline.com.
I'm Stephanie with GotCountryOnline.com, and I'm here in Ladson, South Carolina with the hot new country act, Parmalee. How are you guys?
Good, really good.
Okay, don't mind me reading these questions, but we asked our readers to submit questions for you. We were bombarded with a bunch of them. So I'm going to ask the first one, which is, when you first heard your first single on the radio, where were you and what was your reaction?
We were driving in the van.
Yeah, we were in the van.
In the van, coming back from North Carolina.
We all went crazy.
Yeah.
We all went wild. We've actually got video footage of that.
We do somewhere.
Is it on YouTube?
Not yet.
And for those that are not familiar with your background, you guys are all related except for one, I think.
Except for me.
Except for you.
But
Okay.
they've adopted me now, so.
Two of you are brothers, and one is the cousin.
Yeah.
I'm the cuz.
Okay. How does it feel to be working with family? Because they say it's very hard to work with family.
It's horrible.
Ask him. He's got to answer. He knows what it's
He's
like.
close enough.
Yeah. I think it's cool because, I mean, like you say, we are family, and we got to sit at the same Thanksgiving dinner every year and Christmas and all that stuff. So we're kind to one another.
Even the newly anointed family member comes to Thanksgiving.
Well, sometimes. They say they're going to invite me, but
You just show up.
yeah.
Now, you recently decided to schedule 3 performances in 24 hours. First off, I have to say you're crazy. To promote your new single, Carolina, you traveled to every state that was mentioned in the single, North Carolina, New York, and California. How did it go, and was it as chaotic as it sounded?
Yeah. It went great, actually. And it was
just
very,
as
very chaotic.
chaotic.
It was crazy. It was fun. We took all commercial flights, which we didn't have any delays. Nobody lost their luggage. We made all the shows on time. The crew with us, they kicked it with us the whole time. It was 13 people. We kept it on schedule, and everybody was tired and wore out, but it made for it was fun. It was real fun.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, come on. Who gets a chance to do that?
Now, your debut single must have had a good time, exploded on country radio, and had such great feedback. Were you blown away by the response?
Yes.
Yeah, it did get us.
I was definitely blown away. I had no idea it was going to be that big. It's cool.
Evidently, a lot of people like to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like we do, you know. Everybody's.
Absolutely. Now, you're from a very small town in North Carolina, 262 people population, I
Yeah,
think that's
about right,
it.
Yeah.
What is it to do in such a small town like that?
Start a band.
And any ideas on when your full album is going to be released? And if so, what can we expect from the album?
The golden question.
Yeah. It's going to be this year.
Yeah,
It's
gonna be
going
this
to be
year.
this year.
We're hard at work on it now. We've been in and out in the studio. When we're not on the road, we're in the studio recording. We've written a ton of songs, and we're just getting it done. Everybody wants to know when it's going to be. We want to know when it's going to be, but it's going to be soon, sooner than later.
Okay, great. And if you were to drive cross country and was only allowed to take one album with you, what album would it be and why?
Mine would be Allman Brothers Live at Fillmore East, because that was my first record that my dad was playing when I first started playing guitar. I was kind of learned how to play guitar with it, and that's just my favorite, greatest album of all time. Sure.
It might be Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy.
Great album.
Mine would be In Step, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, yeah. Since he had Allman Brothers, I'd probably have Skinner. Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Skinner dinners.
If you guys weren't playing music, what do you think you'd be doing for a job?
Probably be in prison.
I think he's got the most.
Yeah, I
think
probably know
he
that.
has the most solid answer.
Yeah,
for this one.
I'd be in the timber business, lumberjack.
Lumberjack.
Yeah.
Did you do that before?
Yeah.
These guys both.
So I'm running away from it.
We did, but I'd be in music doing something. Haven't had to answer that question yet.
I'd be the only one with a job.
We'd be living with
We'd
Scott.
be living on him. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Now, your new single, Carolina, was the second most added single to country radio, right behind Kenny Chesney. What does that feel like, to be right behind Kenny Chesney?
I mean,
I have no idea. I don't think it's set in yet.
I don't either.
really
That's
don't.
it's crazy. Mind blowing.
Yeah.
And if you were able to go on tour with anyone in the country music genre, who would you love to go on tour with?
I'd love to go out with Jason Aldean.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that'd be
my
our,
answer, too.
Jason Aldean.
our biggest
Crowd.
choice.
Yeah.
And the final most popular answer that was submitted by our readers is who's single, who's taken.
But he's the only one out of the group that's married.
I'm
Yeah.
taking.
So
Let's take it.
he's taken.
So there's 3 available. All right.
Yeah.
For more news on Parmalee, head over to GotCountryOnline.com or Parmalee.com for the latest news on their tour dates.